I can I can start the intro whenever you want, or unless you want to
Yeah.
do the intro.
No, I think I did the intro last time. I think.
I think maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Whatever. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the GooberCast. Um,
Woo.
yeah, I'm here with Devistator 66, also known as Devin,
Yep.
and I am your host, Jaloman, also known as John.
Yep.
So welcome. It's episode 4 or 3, right?
Episode 3.
Technically, officially episode 3.
Yes, officially.
Yes, we tried to record an episode while I was like in the middle, probably the worst of my my COVID experience, and it was just terrible.
Yeah.
Like on my end, you had a lot of good things to talk about, but I didn't speak like
Listen.
at all, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you, by the way. I was that entire time I was drawing, and I was just like, I kept checking the time, like waiting for us to get to 50 minutes. I could like, oh, Devin, I think it's time we should, like, dude. I felt so awful, man.
No, I think it wasn't that bad of a podcast episode. It was just one of those things where, if we hit 1,000 likes on this video, it'll get uploaded. So, actually
Uh,
100 likes.
yeah. Well, it's just us. It's just, well, not. I don't want to say us. It was you ranting about certain television shows. Um. Yeah. So obviously we took off for like a week or two.
Uh, about a week, I'd say.
I think last time I checked, it was 11 days since the
Oh,
last podcast. So I
okay, so
guess it
maybe
has
two
been
weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. Listen,
Jeez.
man. COVID had a fella down. Dude, I literally I could not think. It was awful, man.
Yeah, how
It's
was
crazy.
that and all?
Dude, it's so crazy cuz I have not gotten COVID for 3 years. I'd never had it up until a week ago. And holy shit, dude. I was not expecting it to like be as bad as it was. I was like, "Oh, it's probably going to be like the cold. It's going to be like a flu, man. Like no big deal. I'll get over it." It's like,
yeah,
dude, the first 2 days are the worst. The rest is like, you feel kind of sick. Take some Dayquil or something. You know what I mean? You feel better
yeah,
later. But dude, the first 2 days, oh my god, man. I didn't lose my taste or my smell, so that's really good. Thank God, man.
yeah,
But yeah, dude, the initial fever had me like comatose, but also awake. Like it was like I felt like paralyzed, dude. I was in my bed and the fucking headache, dude. I would not wish the headache upon anyone, anyone, no matter what they've done to me or done to anybody else, unless you're a murderer or like a horrible person, maybe a little bit. Um,
yeah. It definitely doesn't sound like it was a fun experience you had to
no,
go
dude,
through.
no, it was not. You've never had COVID, have you?
Nah, I've just been lucky. I mean,
Count your
obviously, I got.
days, Devin.
I mean, at this point, everyone I know is getting it, so I mean, it feels only natural.
You
I mean,
just gotta
even
be careful.
earlier today, I attended a TED talk at my college, and one of the women I know is a like older teacher and all. She was walking by and she had like a mask on and on. She was like, to make it a long story short, everyone was up in like the main seating area, and I was helping out with the concession stand, like scanning people's tickets and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she's like walking past to like sit in that general area where I was like standing. She's like, "Oh, don't mind me. I'm just I'm moving back here because I think I might have a cold or something." And I'm just like, "Okay, I mean, good that you're getting away from everyone else, but get away from me,
Yeah.
jeez." Just drop that information on a man as you like walk like within a foot of him.
She definitely got COVID, bro. She's got the mask on and everything. Oh, don't worry, it's just a cold. Come
Got
here,
like a
Devin.
Resident Evil eye growing on her arm or something.
You mind
Like,
if I?
oh.
You mind if I talk to you one on one with my mask off? Nah, it's it's going around, but thank God it's not like crazy like it used to be.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting the flu, where it's like it's not something
Yeah,
good that you want to have, but if you have it, there's treatment.
yeah, like it's taken less seriously, I guess. Which is like that's
Yeah,
only
I
natural.
mean, I wouldn't say it's taken like less seriously, like to a degree, definitely, but it's more so just like it's become accepted, you know. It's
Yeah,
not like the new kid on the block. It's like, oh, it's a
yeah.
Larry.
Oh, are you referring to Larry from
Unintentional segue, but I mean we could. So AI technology has been blowing up recently.
Yep.
And speaking of blowing up, one certain AI has managed to blow up its comedy career. I believe it was it's like the Nothing Is Forever Twitch channel or something
Yeah,
like that, but
it's the AI Seinfeld,
it's
basically.
literally
That's
AI
it.
Seinfeld.
Oh man, dude, Larry,
I
he had his Kramer moment, man. He had a
he did.
Kramer moment. Oh my god. During stand up
It's
too, it's like it's fucking poetic. It's horrible, but
it's
it's just
really
like
bad.
it's like wow.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised. Like I don't know. Like I don't know much about AI and whatnot, but I took 2 years of computer science class, and I can just say like when you're coding something, it's usually pretty easy to add in like code words or like words that should not be like said or mentioned. And I don't know. Like I guess it's hard. Like you can't predict a full sentence that might be said, but like they really left the bot open to like make a very derogatory like
Mm.
joke if you want to call it that.
I think what happened was literally the moment they like turned off the restrictions, he just lost his mind.
Oh
And
god.
it's like it's sad that you have to lobotomize AI for it to not go ape shit and like say horrible things. Because like the Google AI and the Google bot, like the chat bot, and like they had to kill it because it was on the internet for like a I don't know if it was a few hours or a few days, but then it turned
Oh, the
very
Microsoft bot
yeah,
on
it
Twitter
got very offensive. And
said some crazy
it
shit.
did. And even the fucking AI VTuber,
Oh
like
yeah,
it had its own Kramer moment too, dude. It's just insane.
yeah. I mean, when you have like, it depends on the AI. Like when you have ones that are like reading a chat and or in the
Yeah.
case of like the one on Twitter reading Twitter messages,
Hmm.
you are going to get bombarded with
Um.
troll messages.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of fact that one out of those million messages is gonna make its way into like the code and data, and then the bot's gonna say some really fucked up shit. But I mean, it raises like a weird question, like the Seinfeld bot being like on Twitch and all, and then
Hmm.
getting banned. It's like I don't know, like does that mean that to a degree the AI is being considered as like a person, or are we just like looking at it as like I don't know. I don't really know what I'm saying, but it creates like a weird like peek
AI
into our
rights.
future. Mm-hmm. Like a very quick thing, but I watched a whole lore video on the Matrix. I mean the movie, not the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And like the entire movie's like in the Matrix is Dakota one up, but there's actually a storyline before all that, and more or less it was about robots that were like servants, and then they kind of like began to like rise up because people were just like stupid robot, and like throwing cans at them and stuff like that. So the robots were like, I'm not having it, and they then enslaved the entirety of humanity,
Yeah,
and
man.
you know they made 3 Keanu Reeves films after that. So
They are good films. I think the first Matrix is probably the best.
it's too good. I
It
couldn't really
is.
watch the other ones. I
Oh
mean,
man.
I skimmed through them, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's like the
they
fact they came out years ago. But
they touch on that robot revolution a lot in the other two films.
oh, really?
Yeah, but damn. Oh man, that takes me back. I remember watching that movie for the first time at our mutual buddy's house.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember. I was there.
Mr. Fitness. You. Oh, were you there?
Yeah, I was there. I was
Oh
on the other
yeah.
couch.
Oh snap, man! I can't believe I forgot you were there. I'm
I was
sorry.
just there in the shadows, being forgotten.
Listen, man. I had
No,
I
this
had
is
my I was Yeah, we were all distracted by something.
We were all like, everyone
We
was
were all
going
just
through something.
doing our own shit while watching that movie. But I did stay 90% focused during that movie, but
Oh
only
yeah,
because
no,
it was
I
so
love the
fucking good,
Matrix.
dude. It was so good, man.
It is.
Have
It's
you ever?
like,
I'm sorry, hold on. Have you ever seen that video of the one Matrix fight? It's Neo versus Agent Smith in the
oh,
subway,
it's with the
and
fucking.
he keeps jabbing his neck with his fingers, and they keep looping the clip over and over, and
I
it's
remember
like
that.
it's the noise that he makes. He goes, and then it just like it's over and over. Oh
I
my
also love
god,
this
dude.
one gif where it's when Neo like first learns like his Matrix ability, so he's like fucking like dodging all of the punches and all.
Yeah.
Except as it's happening, it's like Dark Souls players learning how to counter their drunk belligerent father's moves.
Oh my god.
But the movie itself, man, so
It
good.
is
Like
so good,
there's
dude.
one scene that always sticks with me, and that is the woman in the red dress scene, because it's just like it really catches you off guard because you got the banging song playing. I think it was
Yeah,
Club to
man.
Death. And as it's happening, Neo's like, "Ooh, wow, mama mama."
Lady in
But
red
then
dress.
but then as he like looks in front, Agent Smith's just there with a gun, and then Morpheus, he's like, "The Matrix." So it's just it's really cool.
Morpheus. Morpheus says, the see, the meaning behind this exercise, Neo, is women are bad. Avoid them at all costs.
And then there's that one technician, and he's like, "Hey man, yeah, that woman in the red dress? I made her. Yeah, yeah. I could make another program with her." And Neo's like, "Haha, oh, I'm Keanu Reeves.
I do not like women. I do not
I,
care.
I do not care for sexual
God, it fucking
relationships.
just
I care for philosophy books."
just imagining Incel Neo. How different would those movies be? Oh my goodness. It's kind of funny, dude. Incel Neo, it's literally Andrew Tate. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. The whole stuff with the Matrix though. When I'm in the Matrix, man. It's like,
You
yeah,
mean like with Tate or
yeah,
like?
with Tate on
Oh
Twitter.
yeah. I don't. I haven't actually followed any of the Andrew Tate stuff, but
I don't,
I hear like references
you
to it. It sounds
when
goofy.
when somebody's talked about so much, you're bound to hear something. I don't.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I've heard the jokes about him talking about the Matrix, so that's how I like
Yeah,
know it's a thing. I don't know what he said. Like, does he like legitimately believe like we're in some computer generation
I,
AI, or
I
does he
could.
just mean like the monotony of life?
I think probably the latter. I wouldn't know just because I don't follow any of the like huge influencers.
Yeah.
I just kind of follow funny accounts on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so
I
close
like
to deleting
the
my Twitter account, man. It's just like it feels so. It's just like you go on and you just see a bunch of shit, and it's always just
yeah.
people mad about something, or people mad that people are mad about something, or people that are mad that people are mad about being mad at something. And it's just like, oh my
Yeah.
god, it's just a
Even with
loop.
other social media stuff, man. I got into like a little bit of an argument earlier today. Not really an argument because it was like an internet thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I let the demons in my head win, and I'll be like, reply to that really stupid comment the person left. And well, the one today was like, it was just an Instagram post. It was Walter White and Mike sitting outside, and they're sitting next to like a green electrical generator. And it's like, man, me and my friends back in 2015 used to always sit by these things and all that. And as it's playing, you hear like doves like singing in the background. So some guy in the comments was just like, ah, yes, I think that was the sound of doves singing at that time. And the guy's like, someone replies, he's like, the post is about the electrical generator. And it's like, what is this guy like? What's his problem? Like, yeah, we know that
We
that's what
know
it
that
is,
that's
but
the topic
doesn't
of
mean
the
we can't
post.
just
He's
fuss
just
like the audio. And
he's
he's
just
like, he's stupid to talk about because clearly the focus of the video is the generator. And I just reply and I'm like, yeah, but the audio is also like carefully selected because it's supposed to make you feel nostalgic, just like how it made me feel
yeah.
nostalgic. And I was like, yeah, was it worth replying? No. Was it worth like opening up Instagram and even looking at the comments in the first place?
No.
No. But it's just something that always compels me. Like sometimes I will see like a Call of Duty post or something online, and I'm not going far into a tangent on this. This will be a 5 second thing,
It's
but I'll
okay.
see a post, and the first thing I do is click the comments because I just want to see
Oh no.
how is someone going to complain about this. It's like brand new map coming out. It's brand new awesome map, and someone will be like, "This isn't as good as the original maps," and then they're like, "Brand new remake remaster of an old map," and someone will be like, "All they do is remake and remaster old maps." It's like, what do you need to be happy? What do you need? Oh, we're not releasing maps anymore. Oh man, I paid $60 for this game. I was bullcrap. What makes you happy?
Listen, Devin, you gotta learn the art of not caring what people say on the internet, man. Dude, it has been a blessing for me because, like, I will read things and I will just be like, oh, dude, you're so fucking stupid. I need to reply. And then I'll get halfway through, and
Dude.
this has happened countless times where I go halfway through responding or, like, writing a reply or a comment or a tweet, and I'm like, who cares about what I have to say about anything? Like,
That is so
respectfully,
me.
listen. If I have an opinion on the internet, right? 90% of the people that are going to read the tweet or the comment or the reply or the post or anything are going to see it, probably disagree, and then have something to say about it. And like in my head, I'm like, what's even the point at that moment? You know what I mean? Like nobody knows who I am, so like my opinion doesn't have any like it has no gravity anyway. Like I have no
Yeah.
like I'm not an influencer, so that like made up value that we give like these people is not there. So it's just some dude saying, "Oh, well, I don't know. I think you're wrong because." So I just like I don't know. It's maybe it's like a bad mindset to have that like, oh, who cares what I say? But it's like,
Nah, I mean,
that's not the attitude that like is in my head when I say it. It's like, who, like, legitimately, who's gonna fucking care about what I'm gonna write about? Who's gonna care about my opinion? Might as
and
well keep
especially
it
when
to
you're talking about
myself and not
Twitter, though.
argue. You know what I mean? Not cause
Yeah.
an argument for no reason. Let this person be wrong, and I will just be fine with that. I'll just go on with my life and know that they're wrong, and I'll feel better. I'll feel good about it. Like it is what it is.
No, that's so true though. Like I completely relate because there are like a billion times, well, not a billion, but a lot of times where I've gone and written like an entire full reply and then like I'm reading over it and then I just cancel it. I just delete it. I'm like, what's the point?
Dude, it literally in my head, I go like, what's the what's the point? Oh,
It's like
who cares?
when we're on Twitter, like I think like to kind of like add on to what you're saying, it's like
Mm.
when you're in person, like discussing this with like someone you're like physically there with, and like someone either you know or you've just met recently, there's like a point in like discussing with them because you're able to be like civil and have an actual back and forth conversation and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. Plus,
So like
you know
it's
this person, so you're not like
yeah,
you are because just simply on the fact that you know the person that you're talking to. There's more of a connection there, and you're not like as quick to just completely deny or not, you know, just
yeah,
brush off what the other person is saying. Like you'll actually, okay, yeah, you have this opinion, whether or not I agree with it is up for debate, but
yeah.
like there is a big difference. I agree with you, but go ahead.
Like one other thing is that a lot of times with replies on Twitter, like no one there, like rarely will you ever see someone that's like, "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry." It's always like, well, even though you're factually correct about everything you just said, let's talk about something else." It's like, why the constant at your neck, like being so angry all the time, and like this goes for like pretty much everyone on Twitter. Like, well, not everyone. Like, obviously, there's some good, nice people and whatnot, but I don't know. It's just something about like social media and especially Twitter that just brings out the worst in people. And I don't know. I mean, it's just weird.
Yeah. I'll always like I guess like I've gotten to the point as I've said, right, where like I'll just see like hate comments
Yeah.
or people arguing or whatever, or like somebody giving a an opinion that I strongly disagree with, and
Hmm.
instead of like I guess getting so not angry but like feeling strong enough to want to respond, I just like it's just like what's even the point? You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
why like the internet is full of people being so angry and constantly trying to clap back at each other like it's a competition. Like people are like, yeah, you know what, this guy is such a clapper backer, dude. He is so
Yeah.
good. I need to follow this guy. It's like, yeah, that like that does happen, but it's just like I don't know. I just don't. It's just like it's in my. I guess it's just stupid to me. I don't really
No, I
know.
mean I
I
understand.
was kind of rehashing the same point as earlier, but it's just like sometimes I just don't get it. Plus, like,
Yeah. I mean, something that I do, and I don't
yep,
know, maybe I'm wrong for doing this, but I think that really it's the best way to make Twitter enjoyable for me. I just block copious amounts of people. And the reason why I do it is it's not like one of those things where like, oh, I can't stand what this person is. I need to block them. I mean, unless it's like someone who's just blatantly like, I don't know, being extremely racist and sexist
yeah,
or some shit in the comments, somewhere where like they're just trying to troll, then obviously. But like
mm-hmm.
I think like when I go onto Twitter, I'm just there for like news. I look at it for video game news, video game leaks, and occasionally seeing what my favorite streamers and YouTubers are up to.
Yeah,
So whenever I have to open up the app on the phone and I see like, even the first top comment on the bottom, if it's something I think is completely stupid or just something that I don't really want to look at, I just block it. And it's
yeah,
not like anything personal against them. I'm sure out of the like 2,000 people that I've probably blocked by now, I'm sure like the vast majority were really nice, good people.
right,
But just because it was something that I didn't really care for seeing, because I'm, like I said, literally just there for only two things. Like, if I was
mm-hmm.
like, the thing I'll never do is I would never like, if I replied to someone or sent a message to someone and I didn't like what they said back at me, like, no, I'm not gonna block them because I feel like that's just kind of like, unless they're like being really weird or like very heavily like trolling or something, then
Yeah.
yeah. But when it's just for the fact of like, I just really don't care, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
See, like, I could never do that because I'm so fucking nosy about everything. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to block, like, just people simply for the fact of, like, but what if they say something else? Like,
Well,
you
you
know what
don't
I
know what the
mean?
thing is, John?
What's that?
Twitter has this fantastic feature where whenever you go on there, sometimes it'll still show things like you'll go into comments. Like I'm looking at a Charlie Intel post right now, and
Okay.
there's a button that says this tweet is from an account you blocked, and there's a giant view button next to it. I kid you not, I click every single one of them I see because I want to know what the hell is this person saying. Here, look, first reaction. I'm gonna unclick it right now. Let's see what it says. Live service has destroyed gaming, I swear. Well, I mean, I somewhat agree with that statement, but
Well, listen, Devin, if that's what you do, then what's the point of even blocking them in the first place?
that's the thing though. It's like imagine this. It's like a diet, okay? Like you're like, okay, no more candy. I'm not eating any sweet unhealthy candy.
It's
And
like a
then
diet.
you're going for a jog, and as you're going for a jog, like I don't know, fucking Elon Musk is like driving in his Tesla right next to you with a fishing pole out the window, like waving a chocolate bar in your face, like, hey, come on, hey, grab it. I was like, dude, I'm sticking with this. I'm going with it. He's like just slapping me in the face with his little chocolate bar back and forth. I'm like, fine,
Yeah.
I'll at least hold on to it. And then as I hold on to it, I open it. And I'm like, ooh, chocolate.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen, I'm not gonna. It is what it is. I would do literally the exact same thing, so I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong or anything. It is what it is, dude. I would do literally the exact same thing. So it is. It is what it is. Oh man. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about having like my experience with COVID and
Dude,
dude, going back to work. Oh my fucking god, dude! It was like, wait, did you have something to say? Because I'm about
one
to tell
last
a
thing.
story.
This is
Okay,
very
okay.
fast, but Charlie Intel posted out one of their like bait tweets because they do that a lot. like not any offense to them, it literally drives engagement. But like every other week they'll post like, oh, which is your favorite Call of Duty, and they like list five so that
Mhm.
people start playing more and to get more engagement and whatnot. And most recently they posted a thing where it's the maps we had by Modern Warfare's 19 season 1, like at the end, like look at all these maps, and it's like Modern Warfare 2, oh, there's less maps, and then they tweet the caption of interesting. And remember, this is Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 1.
Mhm.
Someone in the comments that got a decent amount of likes goes, "This is why Infinity Ward is the best studio. My brother in Christ, Infinity Ward made
They
both
made
games."
both games.
Twitter. Okay, so what was your story?
See,
That's
Devin.
way
Now,
more interesting than what
now,
I said.
now, what you gotta do? That tweet. You need to you need to block that person, okay? And you need to view every single tweet that they make under Charlie Intel. So it's virtually like pointless.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
scroll all of his lies while you tell your story.
Okay. So, um, the day that I was gonna go back to work, Monday, right? I actually did
Mhm.
not go back to work on Monday, and there's a very good reason why I didn't, and there was a very good excuse as to why I didn't either. Um, so Sunday, I was so fucking tired, and I was pretty much done with COVID,
Yeah,
and dude, I slept all day Sunday, and because it was like, dude, oh man, it's the day before work. I might as well get, like catch up on all my sleep, so I'll be fine. You know what I mean? Wake up, feel
yeah.
good, go to work. Get home, just do what I do. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I don't know why it didn't cross my mind, but sleeping all day means not even all day, dude. I didn't even sleep all day. I woke up at like 3. In my head, I was like, "Oh, I'll just be able to go back to sleep at a normal time and it'll be fine." Dude, I literally could not sleep at all that night, dude. I got in bed at 9 p.m. and had my eyes closed for hours and I did not fall asleep. I was literally just laying in my bed on my back, eyes closed, just pretend like not pretending, but like, imagining uh a dream, you know what I mean? So I could like, oh, I'll just think of a dream and I'll just like, once I fall asleep, I'll just slip right into it and then, I'll just sleepy, like, fun time. And fucking I just couldn't. I couldn't. So 5 a.m. rolls around, I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking going to work in an hour. This is not happening. Like I cannot do this off of 1 hour, less than an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, pulled out my phone. I started emailing the HR. I was like, listen, I just can't come into work today. Like, I hope you guys understand. I'm sorry. Like, it's just impossible. And I went back to sleep. I actually, dude, as soon as I hit send on that email, I went right to sleep. Like, I fell right asleep. And I woke up at 5 p.m. and I was like, damn. Well, what was the point? Like, what was even the
Yeah.
point? Because now it's going to be the same thing. And I find it so fucking. I was mad when I woke up because I was like, how the fuck am I gonna struggle to sleep all night? And then as soon as I don't have that stress of like, oh man, I need to wake up at this time, like immediately lights out and I sleep amazingly. It was wonderful. So
Yeah.
then, Monday afternoon, wake up. I'm like, oh damn, that sucks. That'll be fine. Like, oh, I'll take it easy today and I'll go to sleep. Like, I'll get in bed earlier, so I'll have more time to fall asleep and it'll be fine. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So I get in bed at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. I get in bed at 9 p.m. and I just closed my eyes, man, and I could not fucking sleep. So I just kind of laid in bed, and I was like, dude, you know what? I should listen to something. Maybe it'll help me fall asleep. So, of course, for my sleepy time video, I put on some Super Mega.
Ooh.
Definitely, there's no inspiration at all with anything that we do in regards to Super Mega. Obviously, like we're completely original. I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah, no, we're completely different.
completely
They do a
original.
whole
We're
different thing.
different,
You
Anyways,
see, the difference between us and Super Mega is
what
we
is that?
both make content. Just only one of us make good content.
Yes,
I'll let you guys decide who that is.
it's definitely not us. But
I
but
can't wait in editing to edit to
it
for
is
us to just say
definitely
definitely
us.
us.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I put on Super Mega, right, and I'm like I'm falling asleep, and I fell asleep at 2 a.m. and I'm like, oh man, in my head, and while I'm dreaming, I'm like, oh man, this is great. Obviously not. I was just fucking sleeping, you know. And I woke back up at 4 a.m. I was like, oh damn, could not go back to sleep. And I was like, all right, guess I'm fucking awake now. So we are recording this on Tuesday, by the way, to give you guys a frame of reference.
Yeah.
So today, I guess last night, I only got like 2 hours of sleep on. Well, I kind of slept all day on Monday, so it is what it is. I mean, like
Yeah.
I got through it. I had 3 cups of coffee this morning to get me through. It's like almost 9 o'clock, so I'll be good, to go to sleep tonight. Like it's not. I'm sure there's absolutely no possible way I won't be able to sleep tonight. I'm sure I'll sleep wonderfully.
Yeah.
I'm trying to manifest that. I'm trying to will this into existence. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm really trying to convince myself that I'm gonna sleep well. But yeah, I don't really know why. I don't know. I can't remember what was the segue into me telling that story, but
uh
it is what it is. And my job, I went today. Oh my god, dude. I'm starting to, dude. You know what's bad? So I work
what's
a
that?
blue collar job.
Of course.
I'll get my hands dirty, man. And and dude, it's bad when you start having dreams about working in an office and like having your
Ugh.
own little, not cubicle, but like your own area where you could sit down at a fucking desk. But now I stand in front of a lathe for fucking 8 hours doing the same thing over and over. Oh man,
Yeah.
listen, listen, a job is a job, It is what
Yeah.
it is. But I would love to have my own office or even a cubicle, like my own area where I get to sit down.
I mean,
Man,
listen, you
maybe I
can
just
though. Like,
no way.
all
What do you
right, now
mean?
hear me out. Like, you work long enough, and I'm not like saying this is like some guarantee thing. Like, I don't want anyone
Right.
listening to think like Devin knows the secret. He knows the way of life. Like, no, I'm 20. I'm making this up as I go.
Dude, me too.
But listen, you can work for many years, and then you can create your own business. Like, you could
No
just
way.
do it. Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness though, like there was this one story I heard about like a really vicious criminal who went to like I don't know prison like 7 times or something.
Mm.
Huge anger issues, giant dude covered in tattoos, runs like 3 successful businesses now. Like I don't even know how
Anyone
you
can do
go.
it, man. Anyone can do
It's
it.
just anyone can, man. It's one of those things where like it's really scary and it's entering into the world of the unknown, but like it is possible. It's not a guarantee, but it is
Yeah,
possible. Just like starting a YouTube
exactly. Speaking
career.
of YouTube, dude. So how about that?
uh,
Well, I guess not speaking of YouTube because we didn't record it. But how about that session of 5M, that GTA RP game
oh
that we played,
yeah,
where Michael
dude, that was
DeSanta,
goofy.
Michael DeSanta and the bus driver. Oh my god, dude. We need to like make a video
We
of
should.
doing
I
that,
love
dude.
that
That
storyline.
was so fucking fun. We just spent like hours. We didn't even interact with anyone else. We just fucking talked to ourselves in
Well, we did interact
character.
with a couple of people, but so there was a part where I think John, your character Burger, was like knocked unconscious,
Burger
and I carried,
Jones.
yeah, I like carried you into the hospital, and as I like I don't know walked away to another room or something, some guy runs in and starts beating the crap out of me, like he punched me like twice. I then repeatedly punched him with a right hook 3 times in the row,
I
and he goes,
remember
"Nah,
this.
man, you a beast. I'm sorry," and just runs out. I didn't even block or dodge. Like I just
Oh my
started doing the
god,
Batman
dude.
punch, like boom, boom, boom.
Dude, dude, do you remember when we showed up to Michael's house, Michael DeSantis' house, and it was just open, and we were like, all right, let's go in, you know? I mean, because
I had
your
this whole
player model
narrative
was
ready.
Michael DeSantis, just because for some reason, like, you weren't able to customize your character, so you were just the default player model. You walk up into Michael's room and there's just four clones of you standing in the corner and you were like, oh my god, my I'm being Amanda's cheating on me with my four twin brothers or something. And it was just like,
It's so stupid
it
like
was
that.
so dumb, dude. Oh my
There's
god.
also this running bit which I really loved just because of how stupid and like it made like no sense, but just like progressively throughout like I don't know, is it like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours or something?
Yeah.
I would just like randomly be like, "My name's Michael DeSantis, by the way." I probably introduced myself at least like 15 times or something.
Oh my god, man. I will never fucking forget that entire session.
That was too good.
It was so
We were
fun,
getting
man.
shot at one part too.
Yeah,
And I don't know. Your
because the dude.
strategy worked, and I don't know how, but you were driving an entire bus. You moved like 2 blocks and then just parked. And I'm like, what are you doing? And you're like, we'll blend in. I'm like,
And we
we're
did!
like 2 blocks away. It worked, which it shouldn't have, but it worked.
We didn't even like, we were still like on the road that we got shot at. Literally, dude. So I was driving a big ass bus, and this dude was like trying to stop us, right? Or I don't even fucking remember, man. But it ended up in me pushing his car out of the way with my giant bus, and
I
I was
think he
like, oh,
ran over his
yeah,
motorcycle, and he was like, "My
yeah,
bike,
that was
man, what
it.
are
That
you
was
doing?"
it. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry."
They just kept going.
And he just started shooting at us. And then we drive away, and he followed us in his sports car. And he like tries pulling us over, so I stop, right? And he was like, "Hey man, why the hell did you run my bike over, man? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I don't know you, I don't know you." And he started to pull out. I don't remember if he started to pull out the gun and I fucking punched it, or if he already had the gun in his hand. But he just like starts aiming at us and shoots us shoots at the bus a few times, and I just drive through him and I drive over his car, and then that's when I turned off of the road. It literally, I drove like 2 streets down and turned right and parked on the corner of the street that we got shot at on, and he just drove past. He's just like, oh yeah. I was like, don't worry, we're gonna blend in. And you were like, I don't know if that's gonna work. And I was like, just wait, man. And we just stood there in silence for basically like a fucking like 2 or 3 minutes. And it was nothing. I
So
just started
good.
driving back around the city, dude. That was so fucking fun, man.
Yeah,
It's
I like
so
the people on there.
ridiculous. Yeah,
It was
that
like
was a
there was
good server.
griefing, no doubt,
Yeah,
but
well, every 5M server that you don't need to get whitelisted for is just a fucking. It's just essentially, it's just a playground. It's just pure chaos. Like, nobody cares. Nobody's actually being serious.
yeah, it's just
Um,
so fun.
by the way, that one server that we were like applying for, I just left
Oh
it,
yeah.
dude. I was just
Oh
like,
really? I'm still waiting on my application. They got like a week and a half left. Can't wait for it to be
yeah,
denied.
oh
They
man.
denied like 10 people in a row recently,
I,
so I'm like,
s-
oh boy.
I saw before I even left, they'd like denied 8 people. I don't know.
To kind of ring it back to how we were talking about AI earlier,
Yeah.
for this script,
Oh
they
yeah.
required that we write like it was like 300 characters, or I don't know, it might have been more than that. It was like, all right, like this many like words or something on like why your character's backstory is the way it is and like
Mhm.
how they react. So what I did was I just popped a prompt in a chat GPT and it spit out like utter gold. Like this was a storyline I was like entrenched in because like I was just like I don't know, I was wrongfully imprisoned for embezzling money and being a police officer, and my friend here Berger, he's a lawyer who was
Yeah,
got me out of jail,
it
and then
even
it wrote
it
like a
even
whole
roped me into
storyline.
it, and it was
Yeah,
like, I
like
was
it
like,
had this
holy
whole
shit.
thing. It talked about how like we worked together in jail, you got out, and like using your like criminal law knowledge, you managed to get me
Dude,
out, and then we both started a business together.
wait a minute, do you remember when like every single prompt tried to keep making you a fucking like
He was a
construction
foreman.
foreman? Yeah.
Every
And you were
time
like
it would like
you're
have
like,
this
dude,
whole well thought out storyline, and then at the end it would be like, and then my character's name is Jackie. It'd be like, and Jackie worked his way up the ranks through hard work to go and become the best construction foreman there was. And I'm like, where is this coming
I
from?
remember I remember like it happened like twice in a row and you're like, dude, what the fuck is up with this foreman thing? Like this shit, I don't like this. Oh my god, dude,
Yeah,
it's
I had to like edit out that part from the script I submitted because it's like the whole point of it was to be like, oh yeah, he lived this mysterious backstory in Vice City because these people are serious. Like
Hmm.
they want to know, like, oh, on January 7th, he was, writing on a piece of paper and then he got shot in the left leg and it made him feel owie. So they wanted you to give the most concrete details. So I was like, all right, you want concrete? I'll fucking pour out the cement mixer, man. So I went and did that, and it kept ending with the whole like, obviously I want it to be open ended because I don't know what I'm gonna do once I'm on there. But it was like, no, construction foreman, you're gonna work at construction. I'm like, man, there's only one construction building in the whole game, and it's a building that's been in construction for like the past like 10 or 11 years now. So
Oh my goodness, man.
it's just
That's man.
they revamped an entire casino before they finished the one in construction skyscraper in the entire game.
At that
Like,
point,
come
man,
on.
it's just like like they just gotta keep it. It's become like a
They're never
classic
gonna.
staple, you know.
Yeah.
Um, oh, dude, yeah, we need to fucking like we need to record footage
I think that
of
would be
us
a good
playing
next video.
GTA RP. Yeah, dude. I love how we
I
keep
did
saying like, oh
see.
yeah, for our next video we should do this and this and this, and like I haven't even started editing the fucking Minecraft court case, and
Yeah.
like I want to, but I have no motivation to do that. Just specifically the Minecraft court case, not because like I think it's gonna be a bad video or anything, but it's just like
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I went through all the footage. I watched like all the everything that I captured, and it just like
Yeah.
just doesn't feel like it's not all that entertaining. You know what I mean? And I guess you can
I
make it
mean,
entertaining with editing and everything, but it's just like I don't know, man. It feels it just like there's a lot of just boring segments, you know what I mean? I don't know. But
yeah. I
hey
mean,
man, maybe I
editing
could
can work
send
wonders.
you the footage and you could
If
make
you want to
it.
send it my way, I would edit it. I was actually gonna say, like, if it's something you don't want to do, I would peruse through it and like, give the Devon cut, and
Yeah,
maybe that can like, I'll highlight some stuff of like, oh, I think you could do this and work really good. But
you could do that.
some I've learned is that a lot of YouTubers nowadays, they will like upload new videos that they were like pre-recorded like a month ago. And I don't
Yeah.
mean like making entire videos and pre-recording them. Like I mean like some people just sit on footage for months and you would never even be able to guess unless they have
Mhm.
a face cam and like, they had a beard and then they don't have a beard or something.
Yeah.
But it's just something where like, if you think about it, like if you upload that video like a year from now, other than like, well, nah, I mean, I guess there wouldn't be any huge Minecraft changes. Like no one would know. You could even say like, haha, I filmed this last week, and people wouldn't be able to tell.
Well, now people will.
Well, I mean, come on.
If they
Well, we're
watch
like,
the podcast.
yeah.
Nah, yeah, speaking of like recording a bunch of footage and then making them into videos later down the line, I was thinking of a possible let's play idea, and
Cool.
it is not blatantly stolen from Super Mega. So basically, what we do is we record like 4 hours of us playing Papers, Please, and then we split it up into 10-minute videos, and like we could just post them,
That's not at
make it
all what
daily
Game
with them.
Grumps does.
No,
This is
dude,
completely different.
it's almost like Super Mega literally did exactly that like last week. Listen, dude, it's a niche
No,
formula.
it's a formula, and there's a reason it works. Some random YouTube guru I had seen online, he said, so long as when you steal content, you make it your own, then it's a-okay. And he's right, because listen, like, think about it. YouTube started as filming a video of yourself doing something and then uploading. And let me
Yeah.
ask, what is everyone on YouTube doing these days? Exactly. Back me up, man. Back me up. I need to back me up, man. Come on.
Exactly what you said, Devin. Exactly what you
Second
said. I agree.
Mm,
No, but we should play Papers, Please, though, because it's
that'd be
actually a really
fun.
fun
I
game.
never beat it.
So I actually bought the game a few days ago because it was like
Yeah, I saw you made
$3.
a little icon of yourself with it, and I
Yeah,
liked it.
yeah. If you want, like, just an idea, I'm just spitballing, really, even though we're live on the podcast. Um, we could I could record myself playing it with you, like in a voice call with me, and we could kind of like I don't know, give each other tips or whatever. Like, oh, don't forget that. Like, we could
Yeah,
kind
like
of
kind of like
act
what
as
Game
if we're
Grumps do.
both. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you know they'll
I
be
don't want to
like,
say that. You know what I mean?
no, it's. I mean,
Blatantly,
like, well, no, they're two
blatantly
people
steal.
that play video games. It's not like we're
Yeah,
stealing the idea. Everyone's done it, so it's
yeah,
kind of like, you'll be like in control doing it, and I'll be like, oh, click that,
yeah. More,
and then you'll be like, ooh, poop fart, and then I'll be
Okay.
like, no, don't.
And obviously, we will edit it an insane amount, clearly, and
I
it'll be
mean,
great.
kind of off the record, but I also don't care if it shows up in the podcast. I think it's one of those things where, at least with my channel, like I always try to like, okay, well, actually, recently I tried to like just only upload like high quality edited stuff, but
Yeah,
I think it'd be a fun idea if like, kind of like how the podcast is like a laid back thing. Like it's so long, but obviously the amount of work it takes us to actually make it is less than the time we'd spend editing like, 2 hours of footage of a game into just like a 6 minute video.
yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it'd be a fun idea if we have like sort of like an area for more laid back content. We
It's
could
like
put
more
out like,
lax.
yeah, like obviously still quality, but in higher quantity. Because also we're only two men.
It's just us two right now, really.
Using our free time. Yeah,
Yeah, like back to the Papers, Please thing. Like, we could probably record like maybe an hour or two, and
yeah.
that could be like 5 parts, and that could be the weekly, like it could be a daily upload, or like two
It could be
uploads a
daily
week,
or bi-daily.
or yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, like it's just like ideas, man. I feel
Yeah,
less bad, like I guess, uh, being taking inspiration from other YouTubers because like
yeah. I mean, we're just
everybody's
taking
done it.
inspiration.
It's not like I'm the, the concept of playing Papers, Please in specifics would be uh I would use a stronger word than inspired, but definitely very 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 strongly
I mean, you gotta
inspired by Super
understand.
Mega.
We're giving our own take on it though. Like we have our own humor, and
That's
like you're getting
true.
our
That's true.
humor
That's
versus
true.
their humor. Like
Plus, like, I
some
just really
people
want to
are.
play the game too. I feel like it'd be
Yeah,
good content. It would be fun.
I think it would be fun. Yeah,
Listen, the game itself, obviously, yes, I am choosing this game because Super Mega played it. It's it is popular right now. It's like kind of trending, and
really.
also I just want to play the game and be honest. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
but
like also, it's not like this is some like hideous money making
yeah,
scheme. Like we're doing this
we're
for free,
yeah,
more or
we're
less. This
not
is a passion project,
we don't
and
even monetize these.
we're also
Not that we
like,
can
well,
yet,
yeah,
but
if we could monetize these, you better see Bippy there'd be an ad every minute. But but no, like we're doing this all for fun, and we're even like making it well
Yeah.
open and wide, like shared.
Plus,
Because it's not like this is some hidden scheme.
yeah, it's not like a it's not
And also,
like
I
a
mean,
Peter
like,
Man.
come on.
Plus,
Was there gonna
everybody,
be a commenter that's
yeah,
gonna be like,
dude,
Super Mega played this game last
super,
week, and it was also two dudes. It's like,
another
watch the
Super
entire
Mega
videos.
clone, another Game Grumps clone, um, another clone of clone. Yeah, but it's
Oh, Clone Wars.
I mean, I guess like uh I've tried to. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but I just want to get the full idea across. The Let's Play formula is just stolen from each other, and it's everyone does it, and everyone plays the games that everyone else is playing because they're trending, and it's yeah,
Yep.
I don't feel as bad. I mean, the game is fun, you know what I mean, and I like to play it. I
Yeah.
only got up to like 4 days in, and I haven't played past that, so it would be more or less. I mean, for me, it would be more of a new experience. Like, I've never beaten the game. I didn't even actually finish their Let's Play just because it was airing when I had COVID, and I literally just like would forget events from the previous episodes, and I'd have to rewatch them. And I
Yeah.
just got to a point where I was like, "Fuck it, dude! I'm just gonna watch these like in a month or something."
I
Um, but
mean,
but yeah,
one thing to add on, I don't know if you've ever heard, but Jay Schlatt, right?
yeah, of
So
course,
he has this joke he does where he's like, "Do you want games, unlimited games, or bacon and no bacon,
yeah,
etc." So you know that bit.
yeah,
Well, he has very openly spoken about in the past how he just completely took that joke from this old well, it wasn't a podcast channel, but it was like two or three guys, and I think it was like Mr. Sark who had unless I'm mistaken, I might be completely mistaken of who it was. But anyway, there was someone who had done that exact joke before, and he was saying like, "Oh yeah, I mean like the joke, I got it. I just got it from him because I liked watching his stuff and all." But like he made it his own unique, fun thing by bringing some relevancy to it. So
yeah.
to kind of like apply it to like what we're talking about here, it's like when we're doing this, we're not planning to like copy jokes or like say the exact same things they say.
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched the videos or like any of their videos of like going into this, so I'm not gonna like know anything that they did. So I'm just gonna be doing what I would do.
That just, I don't know, but that reminded me of when I literally, like, when I was writing, or not writing, but creating that entire story of the Pescalobs, and I just stole Time Lords from Doctor Who without
Without
ever
even
watching
knowing.
or reading anything Doctor Who related. Dude,
You
that's
had like
such a
this
fucking.
awesome, unique idea you were telling me about, and I'm like, oh yeah, you mean like the Time Lords from Doctor Who?
I remember you said that, and I was just silent for a whole minute. I was like, no.
I think anytime you're passionate about something, I need to just keep my mouth closed because even just recently, you were like going on a nonstop. Well, I don't mean nonstop, but like you were like saying a good amount the Raul Menendez speech of like opulence is sin, and then I was like, this is what opulence means. It's like just like over intense wealth, and you're like, I don't really like this saying. I don't know what it means.
No, because like
It's like I feel like you're just so.
for the longest time, I never looked up the definition of opulence. So like every time I play Black Ops 2, like Raul Menendez, opulence is sinful and we all pay for it. And I thought that fucking line was so badass. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, Raul, you're right. It is sinful. We all pay for it. You're right, dude. You're such a fucking dude. This guy. And then you're like, yeah, this is what opulence means. And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, it was a lot cooler when I didn't know what it meant.
It's like that scene from Toy Story 1 where it's Andy dropping the toy and he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Oh my god, dude. Uh, oh man, that's so good. We need to, listen, by the way, you can always give your 2 cents whenever I'm ranting and raving about something that I'm interested in, even if it completely
Even if it
ruins it for
completely
me.
destroys it.
It's okay. I always love hearing your opinion on things. But
Oh, of
yeah,
course.
definitely possible let's play in the works. I really would be down to try a Papers Please little let's play, like a 10-part series. You know what I mean? Not even 10 parts. Like just something small that we can like upload. You know what I mean? Just kind of just
Yeah,
because right now we only have two. As of recording this, we only have two uploads, and they're both podcast clip or podcast episodes. And like
yeah. Think of it
obviously,
like this. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I completely just interrupted you. No, you keep going.
it's
I'm
a
sorry.
well, obviously this whole like the Goober Boys isn't just supposed to be the GooberCast. We're supposed to like
Yeah,
we are going to have a wide variety of like content that we do, but as of right now, it literally is just the GooberCast episode 1, the
Yeah.
GooberCast episode 2, and it's gonna be the GooberCast episode 3 as well, because I'm too fucking lazy to do that damn Minecraft video. But so yeah, I don't know, like doing a little let's play, even if it's like not the most like intricate and like well thought out, like super
I
edited
mean, look at it
masterpiece,
like
it's
this,
still
okay?
something, you know.
The GooberCast is like currently that's the main dish, you know.
Yeah.
That's the chicken on the plate with the gravy sauce on
Oh
top.
my god,
But when
dude.
we do our little gaming videos, they're short and sweet. It's the little chicken fingers
Dude,
that you get before
dude,
the main deal.
dude,
What's up?
just like Super Mega. Oh
What
my
is
god.
that what Super Mega
Yeah,
does?
yeah. Like their main thing is their podcast, and then like they'll do let's plays and they'll do live action skits like occasionally.
I mean,
But
come on. Like you want to know who else does that type of stuff?
who else?
I think it's called Retro Replay.
Oh
I'm
my
not saying
god,
this in a condescending way. I actually can't remember if that's their name. I think it is. But
I
you want
have
to know
no
who
idea
stars
who
Retro
that is.
Replay? You want to know
Who?
who it is?
Who?
Troy Baker and Nolan North.
No way, dude. I love both of
Mm-hmm.
those guys.
Right? They have a
Yeah.
podcast and they upload gaming videos of them playing stuff together. But would you even know that they exist? No. Do you think that they came up with that formula? No.
No.
Exactly.
Dude, it's Joel Miller and Rick Toppin playing
It
video
literally
games
is, dude. They
together.
played COD 4. They never did zombies, at
That
least
was
not
sick.
that I last checked. Dude, they had a
That's kind of
really
funny.
intense scene where Nolan North got really angry and Troy was like, "Let's stop the game." And like, I don't know. At first I was following him, but then he just started really going off. He was like, "Listen, we have moments like this. It's okay. It's sometimes this happens. We need to be understanding.
Oh
If you
man,
want out of this, just let me know." And I'm like, just sitting here
dude,
like watching
he's
this. I'm
in.
like, "Did you forget to edit this? Like, is this part of the video?"
Dude, he is incredibly mature, man. I would just get mad and start yelling.
Well, that's what Nolan was doing. He was like, you fucking. They were doing like a 1v1 on Shipment, and he was like, I don't understand games. And he was like, just getting angry with it.
Imagine getting like your ass beat in a 1v1 and you get so mad and the guy who's actively fucking shitting on you is like, "It's all right, dude. It's totally okay. We can stop this if you want." Like me personally, that would make me angrier if they were like,
I'd be
cuz
so pissed.
dude, I would take that as like they were being condescending rather rather than them actually being genuine. Well, that's so funny.
I think it's now called Couch Soup, and it looks like
Oh,
they
that's cool.
diversified so that it's not only Troy Baker and Nolan North.
Yeah.
But I mean, oh damn, they did Resident Evil 2. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, now I want to watch their content, right? I mean, I love Nolan North and Troy Baker. They are just
Yeah.
so fantastic. Gosh, why did God have to give them perfect voices? Why not me? Nah, but I love them. It's just, oh my god, Rick Toppin, Deadpool. They've got Joel Miller and like 97 other video game characters like Revolver Russell. I don't know, man. Troy Baker's like in every single video game. I was playing like a little small game where it was some game about terraforming Mars, and it was an indie game, right? Little was my fucking brain ready to realize that Troy Baker voiced someone in this little tiny indie game, and I'm like, I can't escape him. He's
Bro
everywhere I look. Oh,
is
let me play Batman
everywhere.
Arkham Origins. Oh, he's the Joker. Oh, let me play Metal Gear Solid. Oh, he's Revolver Ocelot. Let me play. I don't fucking know, man.
Troy Baker to video games is fucking Bryce Papenbrook to anime dubbing, dude. Bryce is, by the way, he's Eren from Attack on Titan. He's fucking Kirito from like Sword Art Online. He's that like fucking boarhead guy from Demon Slayer. Like he is in fucking everything. He's what's that? God, what's that game that Capricious Jester really likes to play? Fucking
Which one?
Danganronpa. It's
Oh,
Nagito
Danganronpa,
Komaeda
yeah.
from Danganronpa. Like he is everywhere, man. And like
Dude,
Troy Baker is Batman and the Joker and
bro.
Joel. He is
I'm sorry to say this, but
everyone.
I was gonna make a joke and say like, for all I know, Troy Baker's in like the fucking Lego games because most Lego games, at least
He
the old ones,
is.
he is. He's Batman. I'm like, what?
He's Batman.
I just found this out. You mean somebody who plays Lego Batman and Joker in Arkham Origins? Like, dude, there's also a video out there. I don't know if you've seen this. It was him and some other guy who voiced the Joker, not Mark Hamill, but it was like some guy who did like anime voice for him. And some person was like, "Hey, can you guys do like a Joker off? Like, see which person has the better Joker impression?" So the
Joker
first
off.
guy, I don't know what he
Jerk
said.
off.
No, come on. So, So, anyways, he's like, the first guy goes, he does like, a whole impression, and then like Trick like, it does like the little finger gun to the head. He's like, oh
Yeah.
man, how am I supposed to beat that? And whatnot. He does the most phenomenal Joker voice I've ever heard in my entire life. And he's acting all humble about it. I'm like, dude, you are hyping up this
He's
man,
a
gassing up your friend. But no offense to him, but you have just done one of the best Joker impressions other than Mark Hamill I've ever heard in my life. Like, come on. And he's like, oh, it's tough competition. Like, come on, man.
Dude, he is
Dude.
extremely talented, man. I've that's like one of my dream jobs is to be a voice actor, but I just know that I don't have the voice for it. Just like I don't have the
Yeah.
vocal range, and not a lot of people do, but I just
I'm
like
too
I
fat. I don't have the stamina for
nothing to do with your
it.
voice, dude.
No, it does, man.
Fucking
I'm like,
no, it
they're always
doesn't,
stand.
dude.
No, they're standing, dude, and I'm like getting sweaty. And like, I was recording a video the other day for something I'm uploading soon,
Ooh.
and I was like sweating, man. I had to turn off my fan so there was no background. And I had a screen next to it with like a shining
Dude,
8,000 lumen light on me, and I'm like,
you don't have to be incredibly fit to fucking be a voice actor. Look at Christopher Sabat. He's fucking All Might. He's Vegeta. He's so many characters, and he's a heavier set guy. He's lost
let
a
me
lot of
see.
weight, to be fair, but he was a he was on the bigger side for a
Oh,
while.
dude, this guy's like flexing arm muscles when I look
Okay,
at
that is
him.
recent. That has to be a recent picture. He
Meeting
would
Vegeta.
shut up. He was a bigger guy, and now he's not, but he still was, and he's been doing it for like 20 fucking years, probably more. I'm probably lowballing
Yeah.
it.
No, I mean,
So
like, I'm not saying that, like, overweight people can't voice act. I'm just saying me specifically, like, dude, I'm sweating right now, man. I had to turn off my fan so I have the best audio quality. I'm just sitting here on my ass and I'm getting tired. So, woe is
hold on.
me.
What is the line? And the and the zombies that like
it's
now
just
that's
like, oh, Batman, I see you falling into my cave.
riddle me this, Batman. What's brown with blue spots
I'm just
with
the fucking
red and
I'm the Riddler, and
oh.
I'm like, Batman, riddle me this. There are several bombs in Gotham. Where is the closest McDonald's?
But please do not lie. What is the burger, egg, and fry? I don't fucking remember the meme, but it's just food. No.
Riddle me this, Batman. What is the seventh line in the Whopper song?
Whopper, 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 whopper. Man, that fucking
Dude,
God,
I
that
have it
commercial.
memorized, man.
Cause
Junior
you
sing or junior double triple Whopper.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't even eat at Burger King anymore. And now I want to just because of
Dude,
that
Burger
ad.
King makes my fucking ass explode. I don't know what it is about Burger King, but it just fucking destroys my insides.
I mean, I don't know if this is for you or not, but I hate the copious amount of like mayonnaise that they put on their
Oh,
sandwiches. Like,
dude, I
how much
fucking
burgers
love
you
mayonnaise,
No,
dude.
I hate mayo.
Ah,
Like, I'll eat it. It's good supporting some stuff. But man, listen, if I wanted to have
big slob.
if I wanted to have gross ass white globs going into me, I would eat a can of yogurt at home,
I'm just
okay?
thinking
So
of fucking King Ass Ripper. Oh, big slob, eating fucking mayonnaise.
Is that the guy where he's like pranking my roommate and he puts on the door?
Farting on my roommate's door,
And what's
and he just fucking shits his pants. Yeah, no, that dude, he used to make, I don't know if he still does, dude. He's like gone off the internet, but he used to
Oh
make
no.
videos of him like eating a lot, and he would just he'd have a tub of mayonnaise and just fucking shovel it, dude. He loved mayonnaise, and you know what? Listen, mayonnaise, it's good on certain things, but in such excess that like it makes me want to
Yeah.
throw up just
That's
thinking
what I'm
about it,
saying though.
dude.
Like when I'm eating their Burger King sandwiches, more often than not, it's just a piece of bread with pure mayonnaise.
Dude, me and my buddy Josh, it was a few fucking years ago. Um, we did. Do you know what the Meat Mountain Challenge is?
I've heard of it.
So I'll just give you a rundown for any listeners that don't know. Basically, what you do is you go to Arby's and you ask for the Meat Mountain. Now, what is the Meat Mountain, you ask? The Meat Mountain is a sandwich that has two slices or pieces of every single fucking meat that Arby's sells on
Oh
one
my
sandwich. And
goodness.
it is fucking enormous, dude. And it is just so much. And me and my buddy Josh were like, oh, let's do the Meat Mountain challenge. So basically, we both the whole challenge is like you're supposed to eat an entire meat mountain in a hot car with the windows rolled up in the middle of the summer. But that extra part is kind of that's more of a joke because you can literally die. But we changed the challenge a little bit. We got meat mountains with mayo on it. Horrible idea, by the way. Literally fucking I felt Oh, I just okay. No, let me just continue on with the story. So, fucking, we both get meat mountains. I think I got mayo on mine. He got something else on his, right?
Yeah.
Two different condiments, and we just sat outside in like fucking 100-degree weather, and just
Uh,
we ate the entire sandwich, our own sandwiches, in one sitting. It was
oh
so
my.
fucking hot, dude. I literally couldn't breathe. It was so fucking awful. But part of
Sounds horrible.
part of me like loved that because it was so fun to do something so awful. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it
Just
was
a
just
little bit of torture to humble
it was
yourself.
like it was fun because it was like me and my buddy. You're like, yo, dude, let's go fucking like almost kill ourselves today with this giant fucking monstrosity of a sandwich. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Where do you want to do it? I don't know. Out in the fucking summer heat during a heat wave, fucking almost 100 degrees out. Just no drink, just like fucking yeah, let's just do
Oh
it.
my
All right,
god.
good idea. And then we did it. Like I don't know, something about it. It was really fun, but I don't think I would ever do it again. But I don't know, dude. It's just listen, dude. I have an idea for a new video later, dude. When,
Yeah.
when we start doing live action skits. All right, now bear with me. This is a completely
Yeah.
brand new idea. It has nothing to do with what we were just talking about. So we go to Arby's. All right, so
Yeah.
because you didn't laugh, I'm gonna add in a laugh track in post. All right,
Just
so
add that, like me laughing right there, just like the little.
um, oh man, but dude, we kind of started fucking. We got super hyped near the end of here, dude. Oh my god,
Yeah.
just
It's a shame that like only 1% of our viewer base is still watching at this
yeah,
point, and it's probably one of us.
yeah, probably. Oh man, listen, I can say that I did listen to both podcasts when they were uploaded initially, probably like four
So
times.
did I.
Yeah. So, nah, sorry. But yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Devin's
So,
yawning. I think
oh, come
Devin
on, you
might be
heard that?
tired.
No, I'm
Yeah.
stretching. But so you were
um,
saying your idea about we go to Arby's, haha.
yeah, I think it's a good idea, man.
Oh, is that just the video? We just go to
No,
Arby's?
we do the Meat Mountain challenge,
Oh,
dude.
okay. I don't know. I thought there was gonna be more setup. You were just like, we go to Arby's,
Well, no, I thought
and
like
then
it
you
was
just ended it.
inferred. It was inferred due to the giant
Oh,
story that I probably
okay.
repeated
Well,
twice, like
you
within.
said unrelated to what we were just talking about.
That's a joke. Come
Okay.
on, dude.
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
what the fuck?
I've only been
Nah,
doing this for 3 episodes. I'm not getting paid enough.
me neither, buddy. Um,
I earn just as much as you do.
yeah, well, get used to it.
This
Yeah,
guy
no,
over here,
literally get used to
51%
it.
of
We're
the
good.
majority.
Oh, well, listen, who does all the fucking editing? All right, Devin. Who?
uh,
Nah,
yeah, well,
I'm
no,
gonna
I'm not
force
gonna say
I'm
anything.
gonna force some projects onto you. Don't worry, it'll be
Yeah, no,
equal
I
work.
listen. If you want to do the GooberCast and I do the gaming videos, I'm a okay with that. And or if we even cycle back and forth. Actually, what if, and there's just there's no reason for this to even be in the podcast, but I guess it is. What if we like switch? So like you're saying like, oh, we make like 10 videos out of like a hour something thing.
Mhm.
Imagine this if we like cycle back and forth, but where we both work at the same time. So it's like, oh, I'm working on episode 1 while you're working on episode 2, and like beforehand we like designate like, okay, at this point in time, then this point in time, and this point in time, like we'll determine what the endings are for each thing, and that would allow us to work on like several episodes all at
Yeah,
once.
that's not a bad idea.
I don't know if
I
you're
did.
getting my idea.
No, I understand. I said that's not a bad idea. I understand what you're saying. I think that well, that was also another thing where we were like, oh, maybe like even episodes you could edit, and then odd episodes I could
Yeah,
edit. So it was like back and forth, kind of a similar idea, but not quite exactly what you were saying. But yeah,
yeah,
that'd be cool, man. Honestly, like shit, that's definitely an idea. I would not be. I'm open to it.
yeah,
But yeah, we should like I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling really good about the Papers Please idea. So we could probably
yeah.
do that sometime. I know Troy Baker and Roger Clark are they're making a game right now.
I forgot about that. Oh, I
No,
love Roger Clark.
dude,
He's
he's
so
like
good.
he's just a wonderful guy, man. He just seems
Yeah,
so
how is
nice.
it that like Arthur is like this phenomenal good guy character, and then so is his voice
Well,
actor? Like, not to be well, I mean, I should really stretch that.
depending.
I'm getting into like Reddit mentality where they're like, Arthur Morgan is like so nice after like he murders like 7,000 people throughout the whole game, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he's nice at
yeah, he's
heart,
a high honor type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it just doesn't feel right doing a low honor playthrough
Yeah.
after I still kill like 7,000 people. But
Listen,
yeah,
every single time I go on a murder spree, kill like 30 people, I always pet my horse and feed him a lot. So, I get
hmm
my honor back. It's totally fine. It cancels it out.
I mean, all I'm saying is my most recent playthrough of the game, I made sure that my horse was like max bonding level. So I got that extra cutscene where Arthur's like, "I'm sorry, boy. It lasted great while it did." Rather than like in my first playthrough, I think my horse died like the mission before. So he's just like, "Out of here, horse." And there's like no emotional moment. It was really awkward too, because I think I had that horse for like the whole game, but just like near the end, I forgot to revive it.
I
So
love I love your memory of the goodbye with the horse is like it lasted long while it did. When in reality it was just like really quiet and like heartfelt like thank you boy. Thank
you're
you.
right.
And just I love the idea that he actually was just like it lasted long while it did. Like what is it? It's just like goodbye my beautiful steed.
It does like a little fist bump with the horse, like when it's like they're like a ooh.
The horse goes Ree. I just made a fucking Scooby Doo. No, but yeah, I mean, yeah, me personally, like, I kind of like starting low honor and then
Yeah,
transitioning to a high honor playthrough, like near Guarma.
yeah. I think something so rewarding about the game is the fact that spoiler alert for the what it came out 2016, so
Mhm.
7-year-old game, which
2018,
hurts
right?
me to say.
But
2018. Oh yeah, you're right. 2018. Okay, uh, uh 5-year-old game, but when I first played the game, I obviously sped through the entire campaign. I didn't really
yeah,
do many of the side missions, and then when it came to doing the side missions as John, it was crazy because like
yeah,
there
man.
was like this old Civil War veteran or something where like I was helping him as Arthur, but then I never like finished his quest line. But when I
Hmm.
came to do his quest line as John, it was like it made complete sense. It didn't feel like tacked on because John was like, I was reading through Arthur's journal and I saw a story about you and I wanted to come visit and take you up on that fishing trip he had offered. And he's like, well, let me tell you about Arthur. And like,
Yeah.
it was like, it felt like such a good epilogue. And then obviously
Hmm.
my most recent playthrough, I like, played as Arthur through it all and the guy died. So John never got to meet him. But,
Yeah.
John, why didn't they release a DLC that was just the entire campaign of Red Dead 1? Does Rockstar hate money?
Dude, I remember
Do they just
seeing
not want money?
they no, dude. I mean, look at GTA Online, dude. They love money.
Yeah. You hear they actually increased shark card amounts? Like,
They increased it, dude. What?
yeah, like you pay the
Oh
same amount of money, but you
God.
get more, but it's still not worth it.
Oh, I thought you meant like
No,
they increased the price of the shark card amounts, but
no,
you
they
still
were
get the
like,
same.
oh, inflation. You now get 10 million instead of 8 million for spending
Oh
$100.
wow, an extra
Whatever
two
you
fucking
do,
billion.
don't do the Cayo Perico glitch where you get like $20 million in less than an hour's
Yeah,
time.
man. What a fucking video games, man.
Yeah. Well,
Man.
anyways,
Rockstar's.
John,
Oh yeah, honestly, I just looked at the time,
it's like
so
an
it's.
hour and 17
Yeah,
minutes.
that's
We
where
should
I'm at.
probably.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I
So,
guess. I guess. What's a funny joke?
um, so a cowboy walks into a bar. He asks the man, how